Hi there and welcome to the ukestuff channel and welcome to this tutorial video for the play along videos of Way Less Sad as recorded by AJR. Now what we're going to do in these videos is first of all we're going to look at the chords you need for GCEA soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele in two different keys. Then we'll take a look at the chords you need for baritone ukulele, and then we'll talk about strumming. Now, just as a reminder, you can use the chapters below to skip ahead to parts of this video that matter to you. And if you like the chords that you see, you can actually find the tab or chord charts for those at ukestuff.info. Ukestuff is a collaborator with this channel. And finally, if you want to support the work here, there's a couple things you can do. Like the video, subscribe to the video, and if you'd like to make a donation towards this work, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/ukestuff. So let's begin with the chords you need for GCEA soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. I'll be using this instrument. This is the Caramel CS419 soprano ukulele. It's a solid mahogany ukulele that does have a pickup and a bunch of other great little features. So let's start with the key of C. The first chord that you need in the key of C is the C chord. Then you need the G chord. Then you need the A minor chord. And then you need the F chord. And those are the four chords you need to play Way Less Sad on soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele in the key of C. Now let's take a look at the chords you need to play Way Less Sad on soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele in the key of D. The first chord you need is the D chord. Just as a note, there are a number of ways you can play the D chord. If you notice, I generally put my first finger at the top of the second fret of the third string and my other two fingers around it, making an upside down V. That works well for me. Some people want to go straight in a row, like the chord charts usually say 1, 2, 3. Some people will want to use two fingers. Some people will want to use one finger. Whatever works for you to play D, just don't wrap your thumb around to play it. Now, the second chord you're going to need is the A chord. Now, just as a side note, if you play D the way that I play D, that's a very easy change because I lift up my third finger and then just slide my first finger up to get to the A. But whatever way you play D, moving to A is very common in this key. The next chord you're going to need is the B minor chord, and it is a bar chord. Now, don't panic about bar chords. They're not easy, but they're not as hard as they want to be either. So you need to take your first finger, lay it across all four strings right above that middle second fret. Make sure that the grooves in your finger aren't where the strings are. And then sort of move your finger left or right to where you've got a good grip on it, and then pull against the fretboard with your finger. If you notice, I'm not pressing down with my thumb at all, and I've got my ukulele firmly held with my right hand. So when I'm just pulling against the fretboard, I get most of the sound that I need. Then I can add the thumb for a little bit of extra support. Then I can just reach over with my third finger to play the fourth string, fourth fret, and that's my B minor chord. And then the last chord you need is the G chord. And those are the four chords you need to play Way Less Sad on soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele in the key of D. Now let's take a look at the chords you need to play Way Less Sad on baritone ukulele. So for baritone, I'll be using this instrument. This is my Flight NUB 310 baritone ukulele. And just as a side note, this instrument ships in GCEA tuning. So if you want it to sound like a baritone like this one, you'll have to get baritone strings and tune it a little differently. I'm running living water strings that are all fluorocarbon, so I don't have a wound string. I just don't like the squeak of a wound string. That's personal. All right, so the first chord you're going to need is the D chord. Then you'll need the A chord. Then you'll need the B minor chord. So for this one, it's a 4-finger chord in the charts. So you can just put the first finger down on the first string, second fret, second finger on the second string, third fret, third finger over to the fourth string, fourth fret, and then the fourth finger to the third string, fourth fret. That's your B minor chord. And then finally the G chord. And those are the four chords you need to play Way Less Sad by AJR on baritone ukulele. Now let's talk about strumming. First and foremost, there is no ukulele in the original recording, so whatever you play, as long as it fits with the beat and it sounds good, is right. This is only a suggestion for people who can't figure out a pattern to use themselves. And I like to keep things a little simple. So for this, what we're going to do is do a pattern of down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So let's do that. First of all, let's do it in the key of C. I know the baritone version isn't in the key of C, but for now, we'll just walk through it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Again. Now, there are some times to just play single strums, and it tells you in the video when to do that. But I think down, down, up, you're skipping, some ups and one down in there. Down, down, up, up. Now, one other thing to think about is where you're strumming and how you're strumming. Can you use your thumb? Sure. That doesn't work as well for me for this pattern. I generally use my index finger here, and I'm strumming where the neck meets the body on the instrument. You don't strum over the sound hole, you strum up here, and that's going to give you your best sound because you're in the middle of the string. That's how that's going to work. Now let's also take a look at the song in the key of D. So we'll start with the D chord, down, down, up, change to the A chord, down, down, up, then to the B minor chord. Now let's do the whole thing together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and with that strumming pattern through most of the song, except for where it tells you to play single strums, and those chords either for soprano, concert or tenor, or baritone, that's all you need for the song. All right, thanks so much for joining me for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.